Hey, if you are running ads online and you're looking for a proven way to scale, I'm going to show you how we scale ads for our clients that have high ticket offers. And these are the strategies that I've learned from spending millions of dollars on ads. So let's just jump right into it. So, first things first, scaling ads is both an art and a science. This guide I'm going to share with you is going to explore the strategies and some of the techniques that will allow you to scale your ad campaigns while maintaining ROI and making sure that you're maximizing your performance with this. So whether you're just getting started with a low budget, and when I say low, that's as low as $5 a day, or if you're someone that is really looking to scale this, I'm going to show you how to use this, do this strategy successfully, and understand essentially what you need to know to scale ads. Because, like I said, it's really an art, and once you find your art, you can take it to the next level. So the first things first is you got to understand the learning phase that comes with Meta. So I put a link in here. If you want to click on this, or if you just want to go to this website, you can literally just Google Meta Learning Phase, Guide to Learning Phase, and it'll explain it. I'm not going to go over all the details in here because a lot of times what happens is Meta goes through and they will update this, and what I say in this video might not be relevant if it's a couple months later. So I want this video to be as evergreen as it can, and I'll link this down below this video as well so you can check it out. But the 1,000-foot overview is when you run ads, you have a learning phase where Meta is trying to learn as much as they possibly can about the pixel, about who you're trying to go after. And then based off of that, once it exits the learning phase is really where it kind of takes off. So you can learn a little bit more about it, read what it actually takes for it to get out of the learning phase, and go from there. So now that you understand the learning phase and how all ads have to go through it, you need to understand how ads work with the algorithm. And you gotta love the typos on here. Basically, this is how it works, right? When you place an ad, there is a big pool. Think about this circle right here as like a big, huge pool that you go swim in, right? Or an ocean. An ocean would probably be a better example. Well, what happened is, let's say you put a $20 a day budget into your ad. Meta is randomly going to drop that in this pool. So it could put it right here, it could put it right here, it could put it right there, whatever it is. And then what happens is, based off of the $20 a day, it'll start it has like tentacles that kind of comes out and kind of grows, right? And that's how your ad works. So same thing if you were to do $20 a day versus $200 a day, the circle is just going to be bigger. It has a bigger way to optimize. And this is really important to understand because what happens sometimes is you'll put it right here. Let's just say you do an ad and you drop it, it comes in here, it gets dropped right here. Well, it might not perform, but if you duplicate that ad, let's say 3 or 4 more times, and you have one there, you have one here, one there, and one there, well, maybe the third time it might work. And that's the whole point of when you drop ads in a audience. A lot of times people put up one ad and they immediately think that it just doesn't work, or the creative doesn't work, or the audience doesn't work. But in reality, it's just the algorithm is not optimizing it correctly. So you got to really understand how this whole pool strategy works, ocean strategy with the algorithm, if you will. So now let's talk about vertical versus horizontal scaling. So vertical is basically how it sounds. You scale vertically. Think about basketball. You have a vertical, you jump. That's vertically, you're jumping straight up. So scaling, you're scaling straight up. And then you have horizontal, which is exactly as it sounds. Horizontally, you're scaling. So there's 2 different strategies that I'm going to explain how this works, and then I'm going to go over what I've learned throughout my years of doing this. And to give you context, I've been running ads for about 7 years. I used to run an ads agency, and we serviced well over 1,500 clients. At one point, we had over 100 active clients that we were running ads for, and now I haven't run a coaching program where I teach people how to run ads and scale, mostly coaches, consultants, anyone that sells a high-ticket offer online. And with this, we were able to get over 1,000 members within a little bit over 2 years. So I'm going to share with you exactly how this works and how you can use it as well. So the vertical scaling side of stuff, it's very simple. What I like to do with vertical is 10 to 30% budget increase every 2 days. So if you are running an ad at $100 and you wanted to increase by 30%, you would add that to $130, and then you'd wait 2 days, and then you increase it another 30% from there. 10% is more on the conservative side of increasing the budget. 30% is a little bit more aggressive. I found that if you go up to 30%, it doesn't exit the learning phase, at least from my experience, and you're good. Now, everyone I talk to Every ad account, I've seen it be a little bit different. Again, it's an art. You got to figure out what works the best for you. You might find that 22%, for whatever reason, is the magic number for you. And if that's it, cool, that's awesome. Use that number moving forward. Whatever you figure out that works best for you, stick with it. Note, everyone I talk to says something different. Again, I found 30% that works the best for me. So that's vertical. Again, we're going up. We're just increasing the budget up. Now the next is horizontal scaling, where you duplicate the best performing ad set at a higher spend. So an example, let's say you start an ad at $50 a day, the ad budget on that one ad. Well, it's working well. What you could do is duplicate that to $200 a day ad budget. And then the reason being behind this is because Meta has brackets based off of your ad spend. So if you have a $5 a day ad spend compared to a $200 a day ad spend, that bracket is telling Meta that you're not as serious as a buyer as the people that are spending more, and it's going to optimize better. Now, again, everyone you talk to when it comes to this stuff is going to tell you something different. I promise you that. I'm just telling you what I've experienced inside here. I don't test ads at $5 a day anymore just because I try to eliminate the time and I try to go as fast as I can. I'll explain how I do it. But this is a really good strategy if you're going from, if you're trying to grow aggressively, right? Now, what I found with this is, again, if you're going to duplicate it, usually you got to give it about 3 to 4 days to kind of re-optimize and start working with that budget. Spending $50 a day, like I mentioned, is in a smaller bracket that can't optimize as well as spending $200 a day. And it also helps with if someone is running a very similar ad as you, if person A is spending $50, person B is spending $200, and let's just say it's the same ad for example's sake, the person spending $200 a day, Meta is going to favor them and give them higher quality leads because those who pay the most get the best results. So that's how Meta works in that scenario. And now you might be wondering, well, Justin, what exactly do you do? What have you found work the best for you? Well, I keep it very simple. I've kind of combined both strategies, and I start ads at a $50 a day budget. Whenever I'm testing, I let them run for 3 days. And then after 3 days, if they are within KPI, what I'll essentially do is just double the budget to $100 a day. And then I let it run for a week. If it's working at $100 a day, I keep it. I don't touch it. I don't do anything with it other than just duplicate it. So if it's within KPI and profitable, then I'll just duplicate that $100 a day ad set, and then I will run it for $200 a day or $300 a day, depending on where I'm at on my budget on what I want to spend per month on ads. That would be kind of how I answer that question, how I set mine up. So I keep it very simple, and it's a simple strategy that's been working well for me and my clients. And like I mentioned, we have over 1,000 clients that we've helped run these ads for. We've taught these strategies to. So if you're someone that is selling something high ticket online and you want a proven way to grow and scale, we've taken clients from literally 5K months to 154K plus months in just less than 6 months. And we have some higher case studies as well, but like that was one where in a very timely manner we can get you to your goal if you're serious about this. So if you're a coach that has funds to invest into ads, or you just like some more information, I'll leave a link down below where you can see how we're helping our clients make millions using ads. As cheesy as that sounds, it's really the case. Like, you can make millions and millions of dollars when you learn how to profitably run ads, and that's what we can help you out with. So the link for that would be down below, and I'll see you in the next video.